98FM. The sound of the city.
98FM's Dublin Talks. Weekdays from 10 a.m.
With Adrian Kennedy.
Have you seen the video on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Adrian K and Jeremy D? Have you?
Of course I have. My name's on the Facebook page.
Oh,
Obviously
yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. On that page, which is our show Facebook page, facebook.com/Adrian K and Jeremy D, you'll see a very shocking video of a priest. And a priest basically losing his temper with a child because the child is incessantly crying during a christening ceremony. And this priest not only smacks the child, nearly strangles the child by the looks of what he's at. It's a bizarre video. The parents trying to pull the child away. We believe the video is from France. And the priest was basically trying to calm the child down because he was crying. Now, clearly, it's a man who's never had a child, because that's not how you discipline a child when they're crying at their christening. Yeah? What did you think of that video?
I thought it was shocking that a priest would behave in that way. The video's after going viral. A lot of people mistakenly thought that it was in a church in Dublin. No, it wasn't a church in Dublin. It was in France. Either France or Italy.
No, it was France. It was France.
It's a shocking video. It's gone viral around the world. But somebody has an explanation for it. Is that right, Adrian?
Apparently Miriam does. How are you, Miriam?
Hi, how are you, Adrian?
Good, thanks, Miriam. You were saying that the video of this priest is actually not as shocking as it may appear.
No, well, I do believe it's shocking, but I was trying to put some context in it. Now, I don't know if this is the reason why he did it, but in traditional Catholic baptism and confirmation ceremonies, the slap, as it's called, is very common because it's to do with saying that your life will be full of struggle and pain as a Christian. But it's not, they don't physically slap the child usually, they just do a light tapping on the face. I got it at my confirmation and my child got it at her baptism.
Really?
They didn't slap my child. He literally just lightly tapped her face, like she didn't even feel it. But I've studied, I'm a theology teacher, and people are saying, oh, well, if they slap my child, they don't physically slap them, but it is a common thing to do at confirmation and baptism. But this video is extremely shocking.
Yeah, it
and
is.
I don't agree with what he did.
Yeah,
but that might be the reason that he just overdid it.
Sorry, there you are.
Sorry, I'm looking at some stories and doing some research into this, and you are right, Eldor. Who am I to? Yeah, of course you're right.
I know, I'm right.
Women are always right.
She's a theology student, so she'd know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
teacher.
Teacher, Adrian, teacher.
Oh, even better.
No, but I'm just backing up your point. It happens in confirmations, communions as well, in some cases where the bishop...
it's officially called the slap, but it's not. It's a tap. But I don't know if that's the reason. Maybe there is problems or mental issues with that particular priest, and he definitely needs disciplinary action.
He does.
But maybe he's just old school and he kind of went over the top with what is traditionally part of a Catholic ceremony. I don't know.
Well, once again, the video is on our Facebook page right now. If you haven't seen it yet, have a look at this video. It is quite shocking, I have to say. It's on facebook.com/Adrian K and Jeremy D. But you're saying this is a priest who may have just lost the run of himself with a traditional christening slap.
Yeah, now I did make a comment on your Facebook page, and I've loads of people saying, I never saw it, it never happened to my
Now, I have to say, I never saw it myself.
But trust me, that it is part of the very old traditional churches.
Right. Okay,
and
so
it's not seen as something shocking or abusive because they don't actually hurt the children normally.
Yeah, there was another video that was taken in South America a couple of months ago, and it showed a child being baptised. I don't know if you've...
and basically extreme baptism,
Yeah, extreme baptism. Have you ever heard of extreme baptism, Adrian? Something that probably should be done to you at this stage of your life, Adrian, the amount of sins you committed. Basically, they get the baby and they dunk the baby under the water like really quick, about 10 times, isn't it?
Yeah, and then there's some countries where they dump them in ice cold water outdoors. There's a lot of different traditions with kind of old traditional Catholic teaching, but it depends on what church you go to. And
it's like Miriam. I was in Spain there recently on holidays, and I went to mass in Spain. I normally, sometimes I do go to mass when I'm on holidays, and a lot of people won't be aware of this, but if you go to mass in Spain, they don't do the sign of the peace; they kiss you. For the
really?
Yeah, they do. Yeah. So in Ireland,
let's offer each other the sign of peace, and you shake hands.
In Spain, you give the person beside you a snog. Well, it's not a snog. I mean, you don't stick the tongue down their throat or whatever. But isn't that true, Miriam? Different.
To be honest, I won't say absolutely, but I'll trust you on that one.
Well, there's me.
Know.
There's me teaching the teacher. Look at that.
There you go.
Teaching the teacher.
But I do know that during Spanish ceremonies, traditional dress looks kind of like the Ku Klux Klan dress, but that's where a lot of people, when they see it for the first time, are like very intimidated by Spanish priests dressing what they consider to be a Ku Klux Klan uniform, where it isn't. It originated with Spanish priests. So there's a lot of things that people wouldn't be aware of that is part of different cultures. Do you know what I mean? Now, please don't get me wrong. I think what he did was absolutely shocking. And if he did it to my child, I would be absolutely furious. So.
Yeah, okay. And it was abusive. It was totally disproportionate.
Yes.
Some media outlets are reporting that he was just frustrated that the child was crying. Now, the child was crying, but it still doesn't excuse him doing what he did. All right, Miriam, thanks very much indeed for your call. There you go. That video of the priest is on our Facebook page right now at facebook.com/Adrian K and Jeremy D. And Noelle, you just wanted to pass a quick comment on it, which was?
I think it's absolutely disgusting.
It is. I don't think anybody could disagree with that. But all Miriam was trying to explain is that there is a tradition in christenings for a slap. Now, that priest...
there is, but what's going... it's like everything that's got to do with any sort of religion. It's just going to be wallpapered over. And he's not going to be held responsible for that.
He might after the video going viral. I mean, to see... the parent, to see the dad literally pulling the child away out of
what I can't
horror.
What I can't understand is when he grabbed the child by the neck,
yes,
and twisted the neck.
Yeah.
Why didn't the parents just pull the child away from him?
Because
why didn't the father jump in?
They probably hadn't. Looking at it from my point of view, they probably hadn't a clue what was going on. What is going on here?
But if you've seen a priest roughly manhandling your child, would you just stand there and let them do it?
Yeah, but Noelle, is it any different than the amount of parents listening to the show at the moment who, as soon as the child is christened, bring them off to get their ears pierced? Is it any different than that? What about these parents? How come?
But hang on.
How come people don't come down hard on these parents who bring, as soon as the child, before the child is even put into a nappy, they're brought off to get their ears pierced? I find that objectionable.
Different. That's the parent's choice.
Yes,
yeah, but it's still
nobody has a right to put their hands on anyone's child. Let it be twisting their neck. Let it be if the father hadn't intervened, what was the priest's next step? You know, if he had been baptised that child in the water, what would have been his next step? Maybe to stuck the child's head under the water.
Yeah, no, it is. It's a bizarre. It's a bizarre video. It's on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Adrian K and Jeremy D.
98FM. The sound of the city.
98FM's Dublin Talks. Weekdays from 10 a.m.
With Adrian Kennedy.